I didn't feel like doing it, either did she, but you know, we both got it done. Just want to talk about chapter 5 of Thank God for Bitcoin, which talks about money and politics. I'm expecting it to probably come up, take out this 15-minute liquidity, touch into this hourly order block, and possibly reach into this 4-hour win, and then make a move down. What's good, y'all? Back at it again with another video. So today is Tuesday, October the 29th, I believe. So today, got no work, but I do have to travel to Houston today. So I'm gonna do everything that I normally do as far as working out and my daily routine stuff before I get on the road this evening. So let's get into this pre-market analysis. I hope y'all enjoyed yesterday's video. By the time you're watching this, hope you enjoy your day. Hope you had a productive day. And yeah, so let's get into this pre-market analysis. All right. So just doing my pre-market analysis, and as of now, we are moving down. I had this 4-hour order block from yesterday, and you can see we tapped into it. That's the one I took the trade from yesterday and took those losses. And we creating right now, it looks like we're gonna create another one. Gotta wait till the 9 o'clock candle opens, but we did create an hourly order block here. So I'll be waiting for price to either come back to that 1-hour order block. Well, it have to come back to the 1-hour order block before it goes to the 4-hour one. So nothing crazy, nice and quick. We'll put this there. Come on up. Nothing crazy, nice and quick. And let's mark our 8:30 open. And let's mark the 9:30 open as well. I mean the 9 o'clock blue 4-hour open. Right there. Set our alerts. Set our alerts at the box. And set our alert on the 9 o'clock. And we should be good. So like I said, price is moving. It's just consolidated really from yesterday. And is making a move down now. So at market open, I'm expecting it to probably come up, take out this 15-minute liquidity, touch into this hourly order block, and possibly reach into this 4-hour win, and then make a move down. But we'll see. We have what we have. We have boom, boom. And we do have news today at 9 a.m. So definitely be focusing on that 9 a.m. candle. It says 10 a.m. right here, but this is Eastern time. I'm Central time. So yeah, news at 9 a.m. I'm looking for market to come back up before getting into anything really. It could definitely sweep this previous day's low and then head back up and then reject. Or could just, keep falling down, and we might not get entry at all, but we'll see. So I'm about to get to my meditation until market open, and then I'll update y'all throughout the day if I get anything, and gonna get on with the rest of our day. Alright, y'all, so just left the park. Just got a good workout in with my girl, and now I'm finna go get some Everbowl, get some good that was tough. I didn't feel like doing it, neither did she, but we both got it done. Those are the workouts that really matter the most, and they grow you the most, mentally and physically, when you don't feel like doing them, but gotta do it anyway. So gonna get on with the rest of the day, finna get some food, and then go home, take a shower, read, and all that good stuff. So tap back in with y'all. I actually did take a trade. It ended up being a break-even trade, so no money made, no money lost today. To me, that's a win, especially with the market conditions that we're in right now, as far as FOMC this week, earnings reports, and the election coming up. Break-even trades, winning trade for sure. So like I said, I'm gonna go get this food and then get on with the rest of the day. All right, so just want to talk about chapter 5 of Thank God for Bitcoin, which talks about money and politics. So he starts off the chapter talking about Adam and Eve and the forbidden fruit. And Genesis 2:16 says, "You are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. When you eat from it, you will certainly die." So he equates this forbidden fruit of knowledge to the lust for more power and immortality. And he equates the forbidden fruit, also to fiat money and to the monetary system that we currently have. Because if you watch the other videos, fiat money is money that isn't backed by anything, and it's able to be printed over and over and over again, and there's no bounds, there's no limits. So essentially, whoever has control of the money printer is trying to play God. And history has shown that whoever has control of the money printer is almost always going to do something corrupt, whether the intentions are good or bad. Fiat money and immoral money always end bad. He then goes on to talk about how this rotten fruit disrupts the natural flow of the market, of the economies of people, by putting more money out there into the system that isn't there. And this flow of buying and selling is disrupted, and it disrupts the cycle of peaks and troughs within the marketplace. And eventually it all comes and blows up. Eventually, that's what history has shown. So he then goes to talk about how money is absolute power, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So before we had fiat, war was very expensive, and you were much more strategic about how you went, about when you went to war and how you went about it, because you can only pay for war, through the reserves that you had. And once you run out of reserves, most of the wars were won by the people that had more money. So World War I was so unique, and it was one of the deadliest wars in history because it lasted way longer than it should have. And it lasted way longer than it should have because of monetary expansion. They eliminated the convertibility of gold, of fiat money into gold, and this allowed them to print money endlessly. The forbidden fruit is what he's talking about. And this forbidden fruit is what led to one of the most deadliest wars in history, because it lasted way too long. They were able to pay for more weapons, they were able to stay in wars much longer than they should have. He goes on to talk about how you can't take money out of politics, but you can take politics out of money. And what does he mean by that? He's saying that a lot of politicians become career politicians because of money, because of the control of money. They get closer to the money printer. And the closer you are to the money printer, the more wealth that you have. So, in order to incentivize politicians to actually serve the community, you have to remove money as a prize. As inflation and monetary supply increases, savings decreases, and as the savings decreases, it it makes the people of the economy more vulnerable to economic shocks. And once they're more vulnerable to economic shocks, then they become even more dependent on the government's generosity. The government can actually trick you into thinking that they're helping you by providing free governmental services such as Medicaid, or Medicare and free healthcare, free education, all this type of stuff. But it's just an illusion, because in order to pay for all that, like, nothing is free. One of the first things they teach you in economics is there's no such thing as a free lunch. So nothing is free. These government programs are funded by the central bank. The central bank is giving the government this money, and they're expanding the monetary supply. That's the whole issue here in the first place. So you think you're getting, something free in the short term, but in the long term, you're getting robbed because you're not able to save as much, which is why you need government assistance in the first place. So it puts a bandage on a it's like putting a band-aid on a bullet wound. So he ends the chapter with talking about how governments try to play God, and when they try to play God and they step in and by creating artificially low interest rates and flooding the system with fiat money, that when the market goes through its natural, cycle of good and bad, then it makes the depressions and the recessions way longer and way more harmful than they need to be. One example that doesn't get shown or doesn't get spoke about much in the economic world is the depression of 1920. So the depression in 19 everybody knows about the Great Depression, but there was a depression in 1920 that only lasted a year. And it only lasted a year because the Fed did absolutely nothing. It didn't try to step in and create, different interest rates. It didn't put more money into the system and try to fix the issue. It let it play out, and the depression only lasted a year. Versus the Great Depression in 1930, that one lasted 10 years. Why? Because more money. They tried to play God and use the money printer. So the whole solution, what he's proposing is the solution. The whole solution is to not have a money printer at all. It's to adopt a whole new form of money, and he's going into explaining how Bitcoin can solve that issue in multiple different ways. So chapter 6 talks about the moral consequences of corrupt money, and I'll be going into that tomorrow. Whenever I do, my daily video, I'll go into that chapter tomorrow. So yeah, if this was valuable in any type of way, let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment. I'm about to go edit most of this video and get into this post market recap. So I took one trade today, and I'm about to get into that and explain how everything went with that. So yeah.
All right, so let's get into this this post-market analysis from the trade I took today. So if you actually saw the pre-market analysis at the beginning of the video, um, I I said that I could see price, falling below this low, sweeping that liquidity, and then moving back to the upside to this hourly order block, possibly touching in this one and coming back down. And that's exactly what we did. So I'll put that clip in there if you didn't see it.
You could definitely sweep this previous day's low and then head back up and then reject.
So yeah, once we hit this hourly order block, I came to the 5 minute. And then once the 9 o'clock candle closed, I came to the 4 hour and I saw that we made another order. We made a new 4 hour order block. So that's why I set that alert at 9 a.m. So I came to the 5 minute time frame, saw that, okay, we had stacked 4 hour order blocks. So that's a good sign. And then I wait for my steps to happen. Got a break structure, liquidity grab, and then another breaker structure right here. Another breaker structure right here. And then I got my entry. And then this was my entry right here. So I got my entry. And price hit my 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So after we hit this level here, I move my stops to break even, and you can see we got stopped out at break even. So no gain, no loss. Let me go to the Let me go to the where's my Henko trade? Let me go to my Henko trade and do the live login. So I'll just refresh the screen. Live account and balance is at 1,510, and then come to transactions or close positions. And you can see I took 1029 right here. I took um I took one trade, and this was just a sizing adjustment here, so I see two transactions, but um no gain or loss really. $2 in profit. That's not really anything. So break even on the day. And yeah, so at this point, once I got stopped out, I was looking at that thing that I was talking about in yesterday's video as far as getting stopped out and then not making a new high or low, and then just coming back to my entry. And if I would have done that, I would have hit 101 again and broke even again. So glad I didn't. Still have to look over that data that I spoke about as well. So I'll be doing that for the rest of the week. And that's really a continuous process. There's so many different data points that you can just back test and look into to refine your trading. So it's really a continuous process. So that's really it for the day. Nothing too crazy. Break even trade, which is a win, like I said earlier, just because this market and the market conditions is a little crazy right now for the next couple weeks. So I'm really chilling, and just gonna come back and do the same exact thing tomorrow. See what we got. See if the market gives us anything. I did see on the daily time frame. I'll just delete all of this now since we're done with that. Clear my charts. So I did see that we have a bearish engulfing candle right here, which isn't too strong because this body didn't close below this body, but this wick did go above the previous day's high and below the previous day's low. So if we can get below today's low tomorrow, then I can definitely see us coming down, to the bottom of this candle and even to these equal lows down here, because this is a whole bunch of liquidity. So we could have a big move down tomorrow. We have some big earnings coming up for some big companies. I know AMD, Microsoft, and all of them is reporting. So we'll see. That's enough yapping. I'm actually about to get on the road. So yeah, that's it for the trading recap. Y'all, so this does mark the end of the video. Hope you got some value from it. If you did, let me know in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow for my daily video. Headed to Houston now. Just got some food and a drink, so finna kill this food. Hope y'all enjoy y'all's day. Hope y'all had a productive day, and see y'all tomorrow. Peace.